All right, we got a weather alert in effect on this Friday. We hate to end the week like this, but it is what it is. It's not raining, at least. It's mild. It's comfortable. Talk about these winds. I see these arrows moving pretty quickly behind us here.
Yeah, and that's a strong westerly wind kicking up as our storm departs. The westerly winds bring in some drier, cooler air, and well, the winds are going to be pretty strong in the next several hours here through the afternoon and into tonight. So here's our wind advisory. So this is for gusts as high as 50 miles per hour. This actually goes into effect at 2 p.m. and the strongest winds will be kind of coinciding with the trick-or-treating time frame and also into the overnight hours. So certainly use some caution if you're going to be heading on out later on. Current wind gusts, though, anywhere from about 20 to 30 miles per hour across much of the area. But again, some of these gusts could be higher once you go into the afternoon and evening hours. So that's what we're really focusing on for later in the day. Providence, you're looking okay, just some clouds moving on through, mainly dry conditions, but again, it's kind of a gusty day out there. And we had some sunshine as well. Similar story out here in Narragansett. There's a little bit of blue sky up there. The waves crashing onshore. That's because Melissa, which is now a post-tropical system, is moving way off in the Atlantic. It's losing its tropical characteristics and it's just becoming a normal low pressure, but it's still on the strong side way out in the open water. Temperatures right now in the 50s across the board, even near 60 in some cases like Providence and Narragansett as well. So again, not too bad out there, all things considered. Live radar for the most part, we're quiet. Can't rule out a stray sprinkle, though, for the second half of the day with those clouds moving through. For the most part, though, I think we'll be staying primarily dry. Three key things: wind advisory for this afternoon and tonight. Chillier air works in for tonight into tomorrow. And the weekend looks pretty good as well. Satellite and radar. So you can see those clouds building in from the west, all the gray and the white here. Not much green with it though. So again, primarily dry, maybe a stray sprinkle, but you can see our storm is now well to the north off the screen here going up into parts of Canada. There goes Melissa. You can see it's kind of no longer, well defined. It's kind of spreading out and moving itself into the North Atlantic here. Notice though the winds still at 85 miles per hour as of the last update, but notice the L here. So that's a normal low pressure system. It's lost its tropical characteristics and it's moving at a really fast speed, 48 miles per hour to the northeast, well away from New England. Let's time things out for this afternoon. Again, a stray sprinkles possible for the early afternoon. Otherwise, the big story, of course, the wind that'll be picking up as we go through the second half of the day into the evening hours. But at least if there's any good news for trick-or-treaters, not looking at any kind of rainfall. But the wind will be a big factor, especially after dark when you see those, those gusts as high as 50 miles per hour. Could knock down some branches, could cause some isolated power outages. Some loose, holiday decorations could go flying. So certainly want to be cautious of all those things later on tonight. The wind does stay gusty for Saturday, but sunshine does return, and those winds will subside later in the day on Saturday and especially in towards Sunday as well. So at least the weather this weekend looks pretty good. Here are those wind gusts, the forecast here, generally speaking as high as 50 miles per hour anywhere in orange. But down towards the islands could see some locally higher gusts there because of course, the open water that they have out there. So 7-day forecast, again, things looking much improved once we get to Saturday and Sunday. Of course, the clocks go back an hour overnight Sunday morning. And then as we go into early next week, things a little bit interesting. A couple models that we use, the computer guidance wants to bring a coastal storm nearby. Right now we just have clouds in the forecast, but certainly worth watching that over the next couple of days to see how that trend goes. But right now, at least we're keeping it dry for now.
All right, you'll keep an eye on that over the weekend. Thanks, Stephen. Here's some of the stories we're working on new tonight, starting at 4.